What's going on out there this week?
Yeah, pretty quiet weather and warming weather as well in the Raton Pass. A lot of the snow has melted. That was the scene yesterday afternoon, and what a beautiful sunset we did see with the golden colors highlighted in some patches of snow along the sides of the Raton Pass I-25 area. You could see there some snow left over, especially in the shady areas. By the way, a lot of snow left over in the shady areas of the East Mountains where I went sledding this past weekend. It was a really beautiful weekend, and roadway conditions looking good this morning in the Raton Pass out there overnight into the morning. Again, pretty similar conditions out there from what we saw several hours ago and yesterday, because we aren't dealing with, despite the cold, any snowfall. 9 degrees right now, Alamosa. We may drop to the low to mid single digits out there. So either way, a pretty cold morning, high humidity out there, so maybe even some patchy freezing mist in the San Luis Valley. Not too uncommon this time of year. 28 right now in Clayton, 33 in Carlsbad, and one of the warmer spots right now, Ruidoso, 39 degrees, 36 in Santa Rosa. Meanwhile, 17 Gallup and Grants, 37 at the TRC, 29 Santa Fe, 30 in Albuquerque. A little bit on the milder side of things in the eastern highlands because in some areas we're dealing with that downsloping, warming, compressing wind that goes up and over and down and sinks and compresses down the east slopes, causing that milder effect compared to your neighbors, which are calmer and pretty cold out there. Here in the metro, if you guys are dropping off those kids at school, going to work, between 24 and 28 degrees. Mostly clear skies, a manageable morning for this time of the year. Over the past 18 hours, we saw actually a little bit of rain and snow in eastern and northern areas, but a lot of that really has since dissipated around Tucumcari. Not much precipitation did fall. Mostly clear skies right now. Some high thin clouds moving from the Four Corners into the Roswell area throughout the later parts of the morning and the afternoon. So with ample sunshine, put on the sunglasses and yeah, close to t-shirt weather in far southern New Mexico. Here in Albuquerque, light jacket weather, long sleeve shirt weather, not too bad of an afternoon. Reaching right around the 57-degree mark, warming up, drier air, mostly calm winds, so an enjoyable day either way for your Monday. Really no weather complaints. This model, I think, underestimating how warm it will be. Either way, temperatures at least several degrees likely above our average high. High 60s near 70 in parts of Eddy County and reaching the mid to upper 60s around Deming. High 30s, low 40s, Alamosa reaching near 60. Meanwhile, in Clayton and around the Raton Pass, upper 40s, Raton around 50. 40s in Durango, 50s in Grants and Camado, and near 50 degrees, or at least above that in Santa Fe. Northwesterly winds will be a bit more persistent aloft in the high elevations, but we do notice lighter winds and a high pressure will continue to build to our west. That will allow for really two mechanisms for sinking air. Again, those downsloping winds and also that high pressure, which also allows for sinking, compressing warmer weather. And speaking of the warmer weather, that will be in conjunction with 35 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts tomorrow afternoon along the east slope mountain faces. So something we'll keep an eye on. We may have some wind advisories tomorrow. 60s in Santa Rosa, near 60 in Albuquerque, 70s in Carlsbad, at least above 40 in Alamosa, near 50 in Santa Fe at least, and high 60s and low 70s in southwest New Mexico. From December 16th to the 22nd, we're very likely going to be warmer than normal from the Rio Grande Valley to the west, and that trend will continue, by the way. Before then, likely drier than weather as well, so something we'll also keep an eye on because, yeah, as we get colder and colder in the months to usually come, you sometimes start to see some precipitation, but yeah, ahead, hardly any precipitation, even in the Four Corners. Alamosa, still morning temperatures in the single digits, highs in the high 30s, low 40s ahead. In Farmington, Gallup, and Cuba, highs in the high 40s, 50s, eventually even 60s for some later in the week. In Socorro, Lordsburg, in Alamogordo, temperatures in the upper 50s and 60s. Cloudcroft, 40s today. Ruidoso, 50s. Carlsbad, 60s today, and maybe even near 70 today, but much more likely reaching the 70s tomorrow. And Roswell, upper 70s on Thursday. Clayton, Las Vegas, Tucumcari, and Santa Rosa, pretty mild weather for this time of the year. In the northern mountain communities, above freezing high temperatures. Espanola, 50s. Santa Fe, starting to feel more like early to mid-fall later this week. Moriarty, Cedar Crest, Zendaya Park. More snow will melt in the shady areas even because of warmer than normal conditions. Rio Rancho, Belen, and Albuquerque, 50s, reigning supreme today. Thursday, Stephanie, upper 60s, nowhere near our average highs. So, yeah, kind of like almost like a taste of early spring, you could say.
A toasty December, yeah.
Yeah,
for
toasty
sure.
December for sure.
Doesn't feel like December at all.
No.
Those 60s.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.